All right, so what we're going to do here is hopefully finish off notes for this unit, section 2 anyway. And it starts with the brainstem. That's pretty much all you have left to fill out in your notes. There's more to this PowerPoint than just that. I'll be talking about some interesting, fun things. If we were in class, the last parts of this PowerPoint are fun. And we get into a lot of arguments and conversations, which we just can't have here. Kind of sucks. So anyways, referring to your notes, your brainstem comes up into the middle of your brain here. And it's broken down into parts. You have your cerebrum, your diencephalon, which is your thalamus and your hypothalamus together. And parts of this are not, like, this upper portion is generally not considered brain stem. From about the midbrain down is, but when I talk about the brain stem, I visually picture all of this. So I'm just going to teach it like it's all the brain stem and I guess not really worry about it. All right. And so let's get rid of that. Go away. There it goes. All right, this is a side picture there. I say a lot in these videos. I need to edit that out. When we would have dissected the brain, you would have had a hard time locating all of this stuff. It's there. I'm going to show you a virtual lab where you'll be able to look at it, what we would have done with the brain. I'll try and keep them for next year, but you guys won't be here. So, yeah. So if you take this guy here and turn him so it's facing you, you can see he's right here. This is that big old thing. There are a whole lot of nerves that come off of your brainstem. All right. And some of these nerves here connect straight into the brain, like your trigeminal and your oculomotor and your optic and trochlear. I mean, they all just go straight up into the skull, which is what you'll learn about in your next unit. Got to type a message here. All right, sorry about that. So if we move on a little bit, the diencephalon is that upper portion of the brain that I talked about that's not really considered brainstem. It has your thalamus and your hypothalamus, and then sticking off of that is your pituitary gland. All right, that's the portion. Well, this whole thing is the portion of your upper brainstem that contains your thalamus and hypothalamus. And that's the first thing you need to write there for diencephalon on your notes. Basically, this sentence right here, put it where it says diencephalon on your notes, and you're good. And I need to quit clicking on the screen. There it goes. All right. The thalamus is a relay station. It's what catches pain perceptions and then sends that pain perception to your cerebral cortex. And then your hypothalamus, which comes down here and actually connects to your pituitary gland, it helps regulate your hormones. Your pituitary gland is what releases those hormones and controls all that stuff. Your hypothalamus is also responsible for these ones: heart rate, blood pressure, body temperature, hungry. I'm hungry right now. But when am I not hungry? So yeah, go ahead and write these two down on your notes. And you can kind of see there's a bunch of stuff in here. This guy right here, you should be able to tell what that is from your notes. And if you don't know, go look it up. All right, the optic tract is kind of interesting. Your optic tract contains what is called a chiasma. Your chiasma is right here. It's this X-shaped portion where the two visual signals from the eyes meet. And you can actually follow the vision to see where it goes. Your left eye has a portion that is interpreted on the right side of the brain, and vice versa. The right eye has a portion that's interpreted on the left side. And so you have this mishmash where they have to all be integrated in order for you to be able to blend together the two visual perceptions of the eye. And so on your notes there, I put vision And then I put the X-shaped portion where the optic nerves cross. So optic tract, put vision, and then write that in your notes as well, and you're good. All right, this is what it actually looks like in an MRI. You can see the eyes coming down, and then there's your chiasma right there. And then it actually comes out right there, and you can't really see that side very well. So, yeah. This is a fun picture. I like this picture. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, and it's because they painstakingly removed everything from this person's body except for all the nerves, at least the big major nerves. You can see all these ones that go into the face. You can see your two eyes right there. This is all nervous system. I find that fascinating. All right, so moving on. This is actual brainstem, okay? What is generally considered your brainstem anyway. You have your midbrain, which is the part that connects to your diencephalon here. And below the midbrain is two portions. You have your pons, which is in blue there, and then your medulla, which is in green. And then you also have some arteries, and we're not going to worry about the arteries. I just want you to see the brainstem itself. Your midbrain is visual reflexes and eye movements. It's what controls when you twitch, when you see something and you react to it. Your pons is that sensory relay. And then your medulla, it does a lot of things. It does your heart. It does respiration. It does blood pressure. All of these systems work in tangent with one another. And so when we say, okay, well, this guy does heart rate, well, there's something else that also works in tandem with it to help control stuff. And so you just kind of have to, these are just generalizations. And unless you want to go in and being a brain surgeon, that's about as far as we're going to go with it. So on your notes for the pons, I put this. I also put it links the medulla oblongata and the thalamus. So, yay. Yeah. These two videos. This one's a funny medulla video. And then this one is the brainstem song from Pinky and the Brain. I would have made you watch both of them if you were in class, but you're not, which sucks. Okay. Pituitary gland. This is your master gland of the endocrine system. It controls your hormones. It's the reason you guys are all going insane right now. Enough said. This is a fun conversation to talk about in class. I really, really, really am very sad that we're not here. At this point, we would have gone ahead and dissected a brain, a sheep brain actually, and you can kind of see some of the pictures here. Your hypothalamus is right there. This is your corpus callosum, which I told you to go look up if you couldn't remember what it was. Your thalamus is here, your pineal gland, which we're not really learning about. But then you can see your midbrain is right here, pons, and then the medulla, and it stops right there and becomes basically just spinal cord from that part on. Yeah, you'll see better pictures of this in an assignment I'll give you later. All right, so the hippocampus, hippo in Greek means horse, which I think is hilarious when you think about the hippos in Africa. But campus means monster or sea monster. And so you have this part in your brain that looks like a seahorse. And so they called it the hippocampus. This looping around right here, this is your hippocampus. And then there is this part right here called your amygdala. We'll learn about all this in a second. All right. And so on your paper there, the hippocampus is responsible for memories. I didn't put that on there. Oh, yeah. Plays a major role in memories right there. So on your paper there, put memories, and then also put, kind of as an aside, emotions. It doesn't really play a major role. Yeah, we can leave that there. That's fine. Good enough. All right. Now, on your paper, it says limbic system. I want you to write in after it in parentheses amygdala. All right. So it says right there in your notes, right? Amygdala after limbic system. I'm going to focus more on the amygdala than I am the limbic system itself. Your amygdala is responsible for storing memories that are associated with emotional events. It's a proven fact that you're more likely to remember something if you have tied an emotion to it. And that's why you can be 20 years down the road, hear a song that you first heard when you were a teenager, and all of a sudden all these memories will flood back from when you were a teenager. Trust me, when you get to my age, it will happen. It's because the amygdala stores them based off of emotions, and it's crucial for fear memories. Something scared you, and you remember what that is, and it makes you freak out every time it happens. You can thank your amygdala for that. Your hippocampus is for acquiring new memories, and then it kind of gets rid of that short-term memory. And if it's important, it will convert it from short into long-term. These are your higher processing things there. All right. And so another picture here. I'm going to attach a picture onto your notes today that will, or at least online, that will highlight what this is. You should be able to recognize most of this stuff based off of the notes we have covered. Wow. I'm going to have to go ahead and make another PowerPoint because I can't finish this in the 3 minutes that I have left before it all ends. I have to be done in 15 minutes because that's all the free recorder will do. All right, so we'll go ahead and stop here. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.